Recording. Alright, first I would like to thank you guys all for coming out and giving me your time to listen to a little speech I wanted to give today. Today I wanted to talk about a lure that I've been using for some years now, and I want to persuade you guys into thinking that it's the best go-to lure available at the cheapest price. That lure that I'm talking about is the marabou jig. It's a little feather jig with a weighted lead head tip. Comes in many different sizes and styles and different colors. It can go anywhere from 1/64 ounce jig to a 1/4 ounce jig. Now, all these different sizes are used for different species of fish and different styles of fishing. Now, I've been fishing for pretty much ever since I've been able to hold a fishing pole in my hand. And not until maybe I was, 13 years old did I ever learn about a marabou jig. And actually my grandpa showed me on this lure while fishing down at the park. I've caught anything from barracuda in the ocean to northern pike, muskies, crappies, channel cats, large and smallmouth bass. Pretty much anything that swims in the water I've caught on a marabou jig. And now a marabou jig, it's real simple. It's got a feathered tail and, like I said, a lead head body. And there's different methods you could use of using it. Now you could drift this, jig it vertically and horizontally, and I have a little special bobber method that I use. Now the thing that's really great about a marabou jig is, first of all, you can get 10 for $1 in a pack, which is really cheap, and these are usually, you snag a lot of lures as you're fishing, so you don't have to spend a lot of money. And also, they just look realistic if you use them properly. And when you jig these, this tail is supposed to go, kind of an up and down and swaying motion in the water column, and it resembles a minnow of some sort. Now, I mainly use these for fishing for crappies and walleyes. Now, when I fish for crappies, I like to have something smaller, like a 1/32 ounce jig up to a 1/8 ounce jig. It's perfect size, and it gets you down to the water depth that you need to be at. When fishing with the marabou jig, I like a specific type of fishing pole, and I like to have the longer the pole, usually the better. Anywhere between 6'6" and 7 foot's a good length of rod. Now the weight of your rod, or the action, is all dependent upon the size of the lure that you're going to use. When you're fishing for panfish and smaller fish, when you're using like a 1/64 up to like a 1/16 ounce jig, I like to use a light action rod or a medium action rod. Anything 1/8 to 1/4 ounce is a medium to a medium heavy action rod, and it gives you the nice the durability and feel with your rod tip that you need. Now, I also wanted to introduce my little secret bobber method that my grandpa actually showed me when using these marabou jigs. Now, you want to get a nice stick bobber. When you put your line through this, it goes all the way through this bobber from the inside out. And when you're using this, you want to have like anywhere between 2 and 3 foot of line between your bobber and your jig. And the whole idea of this is you cast out, and your jig is what makes your bobber stand up. So once you cast out to wherever brush pile or wherever you're fishing, your bobber is going to stand up, and you're going to pull. Your bobber is going to go horizontally, and it'll slowly drift back to go to a vertical standing position as your jig goes deeper into the water. And it's a great method to catch crappies for when you pull back and your bobber's still in a horizontal position. if your bobber never goes back to that standing position, usually you have a fish on. Now this is a really easy method of capture, should I say, and I just really like the marabou jig. It's a good lure if you're fishing a spot you've never fished before and you don't want to tie on your $10 Rapala and cast out one time and get snagged and lose your bait. It's also a good identifier of what you got in the lake, stream, or pond that you're fishing. It's a really good go-to lure, and I really hope that you guys will take your time out and try to find out for yourself how these things do work. Well, and I want to thank you guys for giving me your time today and listening to my speech. If you guys have any questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.